Philly sports, love and pain. I'm Dave. That's Kenny.
Hi.
Yo, the stove is hot. Well, according to most people in Philadelphia, anyway, I would think.
Well, they missed out completely by not getting Joey Gallo. So
I don't understand the love affair for Joey Gallo right now, especially right now.
he just couldn't handle the big cities in New York. Oh, the big lights.
Yeah, well, and if that's the case, what makes anyone think that he would be able to handle Philly?
Yeah.
But anyway, today was the baseball trade deadline, and the Phillies, contrary to popular belief, and
The owner doesn't care.
the owner doesn't care. They don't want to win. All they want to do is make money. I literally heard a dude call. I don't know if it was probably 975. I think I listened to that the most today. Called 975 up, and he's like, they only signed Bryce Harper to this huge contract and brought in Castellanos and Schwarber because they just want to make money. They don't care about winning.
Oh my god. I agree.
Look at them. They aren't even trying at the trade deadline. They haven't made any moves. Yeah, people are stupid, dude.
We be rolling late as shitting on these trade deadlines though. You know what I mean? Like it's always last minute.
Well, they're waiting for a couple shoes to drop. It seems like usually I feel like what happens is you have like you're in so many fires, right? And you have to like see what drops first and then see what the values are for people. You know what I mean?
Did Rodon get traded?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, because they wanted too much.
Oh, they probably wanted every prospect you have, and like you're starting first baseman or some weird shit.
Give them fucking Mickey Mouse.
Well, Mickey Mouse is gone, and
Oh
boy, we're gonna run it down. I mean, I have a lot of shit written down. I'm probably not gonna say most of it, but
Where were you at when the hot stove overflowed?
so the first move, I think the first move today was the center fielder, right? Brandon Marsh from, or was it the pitcher? It may have been David Robertson, actually.
I think it was Robertson.
Yeah. So Robertson, they signed David Robertson for another ride.
Yeah, I heard people complaining about that too. It's like, guys, he was injured when he was here. Okay?
Right.
It's okay. It's gonna work out. Fucking people.
Also, he's literally just bolstering your bullpen even further. Like the bullpen is actually, we can't see. Here's the problem. Like this is like this is a Philly thing. Once something sucks for a long enough period, and that is even subjective. Really, it's not like a set amount of time. Like it could be. It depends what sport it is, right? If the bullpen has sucked really bad for for last year, really was like the really bad time. They have not sucked this year, and people aren't giving them credit, and all they do is shit on them. And I know that this is bad timing because they had a bullpen game today, and fucking Knable went in there and shit on the mound literally. But my point is that this bullpen's not even that bad, and they're getting rid of the bad eggs. Like if you don't look at these moves that this team made and you look at the offseason that they just came out of, you look at the trade deadline moves and you look at the DFA moves that they made, if you think that they don't want to win, you are a fucking idiot and you should stop watching baseball.
Yeah.
Or go be a Mets fan because that's what everybody's doing right now. Everybody's jumping on the fucking Mets bandwagon.
Yeah, well, that's probably not. Honestly, I mean, with the Padres today, who's beating the Padres?
The Padres are not even that good.
Oh.
Listen, just because you signed a bunch of good players doesn't mean anything.
No, your Philly fandom's showing, you fucking cock.
All right, listen, man. Let's talk about our shit first, all right? And then we can talk about this.
Oh, no. We've already opened the can. Just fucking go full-fledged. No, keep going. So pitcher was first.
Yeah, so they traded the pitcher. They got David Robertson back from the Cubs. He's got like a sub 2.25 ERA this year. I'm pretty sure. I think I looked it up already. Yeah, he's got a 2.23. Like, if all you do is look at that, how are you complaining? How are you complaining?
That's because of the name. That's
Like,
all it is.
Oh my God, 2.23 with a whip of 104. Like, shut the fuck up. You gotta go pound sand.
Well, would you rather have Familia?
Exactly. That's
Yeah.
so
people
okay.
just-
So this is my point. So this is how I'm going to do this because I know that most people don't look at things this way. Like most people look at trades like one for one because usually that's how it is, right? You don't have like a bunch of them where you can kind of like, analyze them differently. But look, here's the deal: they DFA'd Familia and they got Robertson,
Yeah. Fuck out of here, Familia, you little bitch.
and they gave up Ben Brown,
Who?
most people don't even know who Ben Brown is. Okay, he's a single A starter.
Oh boy.
Okay, so they gave up a single A starter and they DFA'd Familia. This is how I want you to think about it. They gave up a single A starter and they DFA'd Familia, who everyone fucking hates with every being that they have, for a guy who has a 2.23 with a 104 whip.
Familia will get picked up though, right?
How are we complaining about this?
Well, we're complaining because we can't have happiness.
Okay, so then the next move, I'm pretty sure was
Sasquatch.
Brandon Marsh.
He's hairy.
He's hairy. He's a hairy dude. He's all, you know what else he is?
I've seen it.
You know what else he is? He's fucking fast.
Yeah. He's good defensively too.
91st percentile in sprint speed.
Get out of here.
91st percentile.
Yeah, but he's got to hit to get on in order to use that speed.
That's what everybody says. That's what everybody argues. I'm tired of it.
I'm being the fanatic today.
All right, so here's the deal, right? So you got Brandon Marsh, right? Basically, so we traded him Logan O'Hoppe, okay?
Guys, how could they trade a catcher that's never going to see the fucking field in Philadelphia? And then
So they trade Logan O'Hoppe, right? Who is never been better than a double-A catcher. Okay, now here's
18, right?
Everybody is on their knees for this guy. Okay? And listen, whatever. If you like the guy, fine. I really liked Mickey Moniak, okay? But I came to my fucking senses. Here's the deal. This dude, O'Hoppe, which, listen, maybe he'll go to the Angels and he'll be Mike Trout's fucking savior. But here's the deal, man. In our situation, he was never any good above Double-A ever.
Well, and you're stuck, right? You're stuck behind JT Realmuto, which arguably has turned it around. Some would say, I would say.
I don't know how. I don't know how you could not now.
It was just catcher of the month. That's 31 days of really good catching.
Oh, so you're saying that he had like a slump?
Yeah, which is normal for men at that age.
In a 6-month fucking baseball season, he went a couple weeks without hitting fucking 400. God forbid.
And we've been arguing that baseball's too long anyway. So what do you expect?
People can't handle it. Everybody wants the Eagles around here. But listen, let's keep going because
we can't move on before we talk about our Jesus Christ Lord and Savior Stubbs.
Well, no, I'm not moving on. Hold on. I just need to say this because everyone loves O'Hoppe and I don't get it.
It's a terrible last name, by the way. Can I get an O'Hoppe?
Dude, it sounds like the perfect name for a brewery.
Yeah.
Mike Topham, my boy Mike, you gotta start. This is your business venture. You have to start a brewery and call it O'Hoppe.
O'Hoppe.
Mike's a big fan of the IPA, so that's why I said that.
I gotta get out of it.
Yeah, that's why you got to do this.
Yeah.
Anyways, so Double A always bats around 290, 280 all the time. Goes to Triple A. They tried him in Triple A at the end of last year, and he got like demolished. He bat 190. So
They
then
drafted him at 18, right?
this year,
I looked that up.
No, years old.
No, they drafted him in 2018. I'm pretty sure.
Yes, it was. It was 2018. But I'm just talking about last year.
No, I know what you're saying. I'm saying like it's 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, almost 5 years MLB, and he can't do AAA. So I don't think this is such a big fucking deal.
Exactly.
This is like Sixto Sanchez. Everyone's like, he is gonna be so good.
I literally heard someone call today, and he's like, "Dude, this is ridiculous. Ohapi's OPS is .88," and I almost fell out of my fucking chair because. Do people not understand that an OPS of .88 in Reading is not the same fucking thing as the MLB?
Wait,
what are we doing?
Are you trying to tell everyone?
What are we doing?
Are you trying to tell people that stats in AA don't translate to the MLB?
What are we doing? Like what?
Fuck the world we're living in.
So, okay. So let's break this down in a little bit of a different way. We got a center field prospect who, by the way, was drafted the same exact year as
Mickey Mouse.
Mickey fucking Moniak. We basically are saying, and Dave Dombrowski and our leadership is saying, okay, we've seen enough over the past couple years of both Mickey Moniak and Brandon Marsh. We've had 6 years to watch these dudes. We think that Marsh is better. Here's Mickey Moniak. We admit that we fucked up and took Mickey Moniak #1 overall. And we're moving on. So we basically are trading Mickey fucking Moniak for Brandon Marsh. It's not a hard thing to understand. Well, Mickey Moniak, he's had his chance up here. And I was the biggest proponent of Mickey Moniak. I thought that he was going to be breaking out this year.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a massive failure. He batted 130. So everybody wants to talk shit on Brandon Marsh for his average, right?
What is he, 260?
I think it's lower.
230?
I'll find it.
Oh, I know you will.
226.
Yeah.
So everybody wants to talk shit on his 226, but your boy Moniak was batting 130. So
130.
I can't, man. I can't. So let's move on. We got a guy now who has some speed and has been in the majors.
Well, arguably a pretty good defender, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Which we
I didn't look up
his
defensive WAR. I probably could look it up.
Since El Toro.
No, and by the way, to add this on, we basically get a speedy center fielder with. By the way, we control his contract for the next 5 years.
That's a long time.
So we have no issues, and we get rid of the dude who punched his girlfriend in the fucking face, and everybody's mad about it. Like, what? What?
So the argument that I was hearing, and you could argue that they kind of make sense, it's just how they present themselves, is that they're saying that they should have kept, what's the catcher's name? They traded. Yeah,
Hoppy.
Hoppy, these nuts. They could have kept him and traded him for something better. That's what people will argue with you. But when does that happen? I don't know. You don't know. And most of Philadelphia is like, we just want the playoffs. Red October. Well, this kind of helps you. Like, pretty much you get, hopefully, you know.
Yeah, so what do people want? Like, do you want to make the playoffs and advance this team, or do you want to hope and pray that a guy that you drafted when he was 18 years old turns out after you've already watched him for 5 years, in 4 more years he'll be ready? What are we doing?
Yeah, and again, isn't Stubb young too? What is he?
I don't remember his age off the top of my head, but he's not that old.
But I'm just saying, He's not getting in this motherfucking team. All right.
Real Muto is here to stay. If Real Muto's not here, we have bigger problems.
They signed him, right?
We got bigger problems if he's not here.
Agreed.
So I don't know. So that's that, right? So
Fair.
they DFA Odubel, they get him out of the door. They DFA Familia, get him out of the door. Now we have Robertson.
Do both of them get picked up?
I don't know
You think they both get picked up?
I don't know about Odubel.
I put Familia at 100%.
I think they might want Familia to like retire at the end of this year and come back as a coach, to be honest. Supposedly, no, listen, seriously.
Huh?
Supposedly, I read an article about this. Supposedly, he's been like a super good mentor for Sir Anthony.
Could have fooled me.
Why? Sir Anthony looks great.
Yeah, but I'm not. I knew you were gonna take that way. I'm just saying, like Familia couldn't even fucking find the paint.
Listen,
the
man,
dude's terrible.
I know. I'm not a Familia guy. Like I'm not, but you know, he did a good job.
Show me one Familia guy, and I'll tell you that he's fucking brain dead.
Stubbs is 29, so he's not that.
He's old.
He's not that young.
He's
I
old.
wouldn't say. So anyway,
But it's funny because if the shoe was the other way, like if we read that and it was like the Phillies traded Garrett Stubb, it wouldn't be. No one would give a shit about O'Toole or O'Bull or whatever his name was. No one would give a shit. You know, everyone would be pissed off.
I hope he happy.
Hope he hopsies. I don't know. People want something to bitch about. They always want to bitch about this and bitch about that and bitch about the Phillies haven't made the playoffs. Well, even with these trades, they can't win the World Series. No shit. But guess what the bar was? Making the playoffs. And you complained about that. I hate the city. I hate the city more and more every fucking day. Hate it.
Dude, listen. We have to at least talk about the last trade before we go flying off the handle.
Oh, let's fucking talk about the last trade, you fucking worst Adam Scheffler of all time. This fucking guy, unbelievable text message. And it also comes in hand with Wickman, right?
What'd he do?
He texts me and says, "You want my old Mets store jersey?" I was like, what the fuck would I want that?
That's
And
hilarious.
then like 10 minutes later, I was like, what? Why would I want that? And he was like, you can restitch the numbers and name. And then I was like, oh my God, that's how you broke news? And then your fucking pathetic text. Unreal text, people.
I just texted Syndergaard. That's all I did.
Yeah, thanks. Got hit by lightning, ate too many crabs at Crab Fest. I don't know what happened.
What am I texting? Why would I text Syndergaard at 6:15?
I don't know. Maybe that and like Phillies exclamation point. Maybe like, oh my God, anything.
I was busy, man. No,
you found the time to type out that last name, but you couldn't write Phillies.
No, my fucking iPhone learned it already.
Jesus Christ.
So
that was funny
yeah.
as shit.
So the Phillies trade for Noah Syndergaard, aka Thor, and another Angels player, which is kind of funny. For Mickey Moniak and Yadiel Sanchez. Okay, so we already talked about the Mickey Moniak effect of 0% affecting our club. So now let's talk about the Yadiel Sanchez effect. Okay?
Yeah, I don't really want to because I had never heard of him, so he can't be that good.
Well, he's a 12th round pick.
Oh,
Out
of Monco.
out of Natividad Rodriguez High School. Not sure where, but
that's got to be Puerto Rico.
I don't know. I don't know which one it is.
Dominican.
It could be.
Aruba.
It's not Aruba, I don't think. And he's a single A pitcher. Single A outfielder. Batting 236 in single A. So we traded a single A outfielder who doesn't hit for a fucking legit MLB starter who will come in so we don't have to rely on fucking Nelson and Bailey Falter as our extra guy. Like, what is the fucking problem? There's like, I can't believe they signed Syndergaard. This is so ridiculous. It is? Why?
Wow. Yeah,
Why?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know why.
Because you wanted Rodon? Okay. Everybody wants to have the fucking perfect guy. Like, yeah, I wanted Rodon too. And I actually texted you and I said, I think they might get Rodon because it just had that vibe. I said it had the Cliff Lee vibe.
Ugh.
Even
I felt that was a little bit of a stretch.
It felt like it. It felt like it.
No, I get you.
But they didn't. They didn't get him.
How
So.
can you complain,
Dude?
It's not like the big move was the Phillies got J.A. Happ. You know what I mean?
That would have been incredible,
right? But you know what I mean. Like that's a trade that you go, ugh, okay, oh well, whatever.
Here's something else too. So you want to complain about Syndergaard? Okay, so you would rather have Bailey Falter starting?
No, I don't want him.
And like, we don't even need to go to Nelson because he's not even really a starter, really.
He didn't start the fire. It was always burning since the world was turning.
So at the end of the day, the Phillies, Phillies fans should be fucking ecstatic right now.
I feel like they're not fans, man. They're casual people right now and what's going to happen with the Flyers? They're pushing us further and further away from the reality of enjoying said sports. The only team that keeps you consistent is the Eagles.
Why do you say that?
The Sixers didn't. The Sixers had to put us through that like 4 or 5 year of just absolute terrible basketball. You know what I mean? The Eagles only like fall a season.
So you mean like you just mean like consistency?
Yeah, exactly. But with baseball, it got shoved all the way down for 10 years. The Flyers are going down. The Sixers are with the Eagles right now. But Eagles are always in the mix, at least since I've been alive. Right? Like when we had Ray Rhodes and shit, I was like 9. That was like I was like 4 years old. So like since football has been relative in the last 20 years, I would say they've been consistent.
So I kind of feel like even if they weren't that they would still command the ravenous type fan base that they have.
Because this is blue collar Philadelphia.
Well, no, because if that was the case, then everybody would like hockey because hockey's grit. Hockey's got grit.
Does it? Not in Philadelphia.
And we got Tortorella. He's going to come in and turn the screws on these guys.
He's American born, baby. That's all you need.
Red, white, and motherfucking blue, bitch.
If he's American, he's for me. Okay?
I love how every American has a southern accent and we all live red, white, and blue.
You know that if you don't do the southern, like you do a southern accent, and people immediately know that you're an American trash can.
Yeah, like why is that? Like why?
Because the South is fucked up.
I think the South is the easiest accent, though.
I mean, we have one, right? Apparently.
Oh, I definitely have one. I fucking sound like a fucking Delco trash can.
You sound real good. What do they say in Delco? What Matt Wickman said it the other day.
I sound like a Delco trash can because I have the and the O and the fucking all that shit.
And the A and the B. Hold on, I gotta find it.
A, B, C. Oh my god. So anyway, we were talking about while you looked that up, Kenny. Let's look at some defensive D-WAR. Okay. So this is basically just like a defensive rating for a player, and basically like, I don't know how else to put it. It's called defensive runs saved. I could really explain it if I had to, but it's basically good plays that you make above the average that literally save runs from being scored. Okay, Brandon Marsh 7. That's huge. Like we don't have a guy like that on our team. I don't even think the Phillies have a guy that's above 7.
Really?
No, they don't. Their highest guy right now is 6, and it's JT Realmuto.
Not good.
So they just literally added a guy who has the most defensive runs saved out of any player on the team, and people are pissed about it. But go off.
I told
Anyway,
you.
what did Wickman say about Delco?
I can't find it.
All right. Well, I know one thing that Delco does not have.
What?
Yum Yum Donuts. So this man finally had a Yum Yum donut.
Not this man, because his body is made by Yum Yums.
You are a Yum Yum donut.
Yeah,
That's different.
Literally. You know when you're
had-
DMing Yum Yums to ask them what their donut was that you didn't know, and they go, "Sorry for the delay, you fat piece of shit." It's called birthday cake.
Did you seriously do that?
Yeah, why would I fucking lie about that? I saw the donut and I said, "This thing looks incredible."
You can't make that up, man.
No, of course not. Here, I got it right here. I'll tell you what. I'm a simple man, and I think I think donuts are taking the lead for me.
I can't stop laughing tonight. I got the yippies.
The yippies. Oh yeah, here we go. What's the top middle eye emoji?
Oh, dude.
Yeah, so it's called birthday cake, if anyone is wondering.
Wow.
And it's only available at their Colmar location. So you're out of luck, Warminster and Quakertown.
Oh, that's where I went. I went to Colmar.
Yeah, represent. All right, so what did you? So in case you guys don't know what Yum Yums is, it's homemade donuts. It's like it's the tits of donuts. I think.
They were good. They were good. So
What'd you get?
I got a glazed, and I got under the advisement of one Jason McLaughlin.
Ah, he told you to get the chocolate thunder. Did you get that shitty donut?
I got a chocolate thunder,
Ugh.
and I was not disappointed.
Yeah, I mean, if you like chocolate, it's good. White Lightning is way better.
I saw that, but I already had the glazed. I was like, I can't go 3-bag. Like, that's just ridiculous.
How many donuts could you put down in a sitting if you really you weren't worried about it?
And not care about how I felt like in a half
Yeah,
hour?
well, not to the point where you're like, you're like, ugh, but like,
I probably could if I was. I could probably eat 6. If I was really fucking hungry.
I'm gonna cry.
If I was really fucking hungry and I had some milk, I could go 6.
Oh, it's incredible. 6 donuts.
It would probably
Wow.
start hurting though around 4, I think.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, they're a delicious treat. I almost think that donuts are no longer a breakfast item, and I think they're a dessert.
I could see that. It's definitely a crossover.
Right? Wicka wicka.
Yeah, like Chex Mix. We're fucking just going full circle. Touch them all.
Oh man.
But listen, man.
What is going on tonight?
I don't know. Well, the
Shit.
Phillies are getting their asses beat.
Mm,
But listen, what do you expect when you have to throw a bullpen game out there? You fucking haters.
All right, so you had Yum Yums.
Yum Yums. So you want me to rank it?
Yeah, out of 10. That's insane. No donut shop. It should be out of 5. 5 being 10.
There's not even enough donut shops to go
That's
10.
what I mean. Like 10. That's an egregious statement.
I think people do 10 because it's just easier to understand. Because like when you say 4 out of 5, people don't understand that that's 80%, or like it's like.
That makes sense to me.
So listen, if I had to go out of 10, I can't give anything a 10. Like nothing would probably ever be a 10.
Maybe mozzarella sticks.
No, I mean like if I'm. I mean mozzarella sticks are probably close to a 10 food in general.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Who doesn't love deep fried cheese? And if you don't, you're a liar.
uh, I would give Yum Yum like a 9.2.
Mm. Yeah, I mean it's that good. And you only
And I don't.
you've only
And
had two donuts.
yeah, I've only had 2 donuts, and I would give
I
a
worked
9.2.
there.
I mean, see, if I worked there though, like I don't know if I would appreciate it as much.
Well, I was 14 years old.
Okay, so anything for free you appreciated.
Yeah, that was the deal, man. You could eat that was well, this is probably why I started becoming fat.
Here we go.
I literally it was like you could eat whatever you wanted. You know what I mean? Like there was no rules. You could eat anything, you know?
No rules.
So, when those glaze balls come out and they hit that with that hot glaze, bro,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, there's nothing better. I'm like in the
Oh,
corner eating them. They take like a scoop of them and open my mouth like a hungry hippo. Devour.
See, like, have you ever? So you've only had like a super fresh Yum Yum, right? You've never had
Don't say it.
what?
Don't say it. Who are you gonna say?
Susie Joe.
I thought you were gonna say Krispy Kreme, and I was gonna get pissed
No.
off.
No, you can't go Krispy Kreme anymore. Once they sold out and they're in like gas stations, that's no longer good. You can't.
Turnpike gas stations. Turnpike gas stations.
That's even worse.
Yeah, that's worse than sushi.
Wait, like OG, like any sushi or
No. Gas station sushi. Jesus. I really actually don't really like sushi.
You've seen sushi at a gas station?
Oh, yeah. You haven't?
Oh, no, that's not good.
Oh, yeah, all the time. And like,
Oh, my God.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, I'd have to be some desperate shit. Although Chrissy makes fun of me. We were coming home from North Carolina and we stopped at a gas station and there was all this fried shrimp and I was like, yo, babe, this shit looks good. And she's like, you're getting fried shrimp from a gas station. So yeah, I mean, I there's not much I wouldn't eat.
You know, when you're hungry, there's not many limits. Like things just start to look better. It's weird. It's a weird thing. But holy shit, I don't even know what's.
Yeah, what
on.
are we doing today? This is the old miscellaneous episode. If you make it through this episode, who knows?
I'm excited though. I'm fucking excited because listen, man, everybody's hating on the Phillies and I feel like we say this almost like similar thing every week, but like it's true. People hate the Phillies, man. People hate them.
They do.
Or maybe it's a love hate, but mostly hate.
Nah, no one loves them. Listen, if you're not encouraged, you know what I mean? Like you should be very thrilled with the trade deadline. You should be encouraged, and tonight is no indication.
Well, tonight, yeah, exactly, and that's what we're gonna get, right? Tonight, you're gonna get people that call the radio tomorrow, and they're like, "Oh, they didn't even try to win last night. They just gave up to the Braves in the division in a game they got to win. We got to beat the Braves." It's like, no, we don't. We're not gonna catch the Braves. Like, I want them to catch the Braves. They're not gonna catch the fucking Braves. Just let it go.
There's zero shot they win a division. I said that 3 weeks into the season.
You know who the second best hitter it has been in the last week of baseball? In the entire game of baseball, the second best hitter for average.
All time, it's got to be Tony Gwynn.
No. In the last week.
Oh.
My God.
Tony Gwynn.
It's definitely not Tony Gwynn. Alec fucking Boehm.
Yeah, I didn't know that actually. And Jake said it best. He struggled. He looked like poop. Remember the first game? And he's like, I fucking hate this place. I never fell in love with a player so quick. Welcome.
Know, me too. Same here.
Sign up.
I really did. You got this team is starting to hit, and people are like being lame. I don't understand it, dude. Since the Jim Salisbury debacle with Nick Castellanos, he's batting fucking 400.
400.
Alec Boehm 514 in the last week. Like JT Realmuto 409, Castellanos 400.
Yeah, they listen. I keep saying listen. I apologize, but they have a good shot. So they just got to keep playing the way it is. The old Hart boy will be back in a week or two, right?
This is the thing, man. This team is playing hard as fuck right now. This team wants to make the fucking playoffs. And Reese Hoskins too, 350. Like, come on. This team is doing what they're doing without Bryce Harper. They're literally their best player. I don't know what else they need to do to get people to at least be like interested.
There's nothing. Nothing. And now that football's starting, football's back, baby. Oh, baby. It hurts so good.
Jason gave a shout out to Roy Rogers on the YouTube channel.
Oh my God. Absolute worst.
Yo, why isn't it a bad sign when the only place that you exist is at Turnpike rest stops?
Dude, it's Chris. We were coming back somewhere from the Turnpike. It had to be Pittsburgh, and she was like, "Why are we stopping so soon?" I said, "Why? Because there's gonna be nothing but fucking Roy Rogers on the way home, and we're not eating that."
Listen, there's one rest stop out there near Lancaster that has Burger King.
Worst fast food of all time.
Not Burger King.
Oh yeah, out of the big four.
No fucking. What's the big four? McDonald's,
Wendy's,
Burger King, Wendy's,
McDonald's, and Taco Bell.
Taco Bell. How's Taco Bell in the big four?
It's in the big four. That
doesn't make any sense. They don't sell a fucking burger.
Yeah, they got fries though, so it makes it close.
I love Taco Bell. I mean, I'm not going to slander Taco Bell. Like,
All right, so fine, the top three, because you're not going to give me Taco Bell. You're not going to give me anything else.
I mean, I would definitely put Burger King above Wendy's, I think.
Wrong answer, Dano.
It'd be hard to rank those, actually. I don't know.
No, it wouldn't. It's easy.
It's not easy. What if you
Are
want
you going off of hamburgers or the whole shebang?
Well, Wendy's has the most choices.
Wendy's got the Frosty too, which probably is better than the fucking McFlurry.
I don't ever get dessert. At fast food.
You've just never been high enough, buddy.
Yeah, maybe. I you know what though? Underrated is that fucking peach John from Chick-fil-A.
No,
don't like peach. You don't like?
No,
peach?
I love peach, but one of those milkshakes would probably kill me, literally.
Oh, why?
Because it's milk water. It's like the worst thing you can drink with my condition. It's terrible.
Okay. How do we can't like veer away from food right now. We must both be fucking hungry.
Yeah, well.
Shocker. So listen, the Phillies, give them some props, give them a chance. These guys are trying to fucking win. They're trying to make the playoffs. They have 2.5 months left. They're
you sound like a pleading dad. You're like, just give them a shot, please. They're
you know
doing
what?
things.
Honestly, I don't care if you give them a shot. I'm going to be on this podcast calling you an idiot every week, though. Because
you better hope they make the playoffs because you're going to get a lot of people.
Fine. If someone wants to come on this podcast and call me an asshole because at the beginning of the season with Bryce Harper, Schwarber, and Castellanos and the starting pitching lineup that we had, that I was egregiously out of line by saying that this team should be different and make the playoffs and win 90 games, I would love to make that argument. By the way,
have to hold on to what you say.
I'm not. Listen, I'm. It's fucking pinned on my fucking Twitter account. Listen, here, they have to win 58% of their games left. If they win 58% of their games, they will win 90 fucking games.
58.5 now.
And if and as of today, as of this moment, before anything goes final,
from this moment,
the Phillies are the third wild card in the fucking league. So people, get fucking behind this team and fucking cheer them to the playoffs instead of being a bunch of whiny bitches hating on them and saying, dude, make the playoffs. Well, why don't you fucking try to get them there, you assholes? All right, whatever.
I'm just indifferent, but I like the moves. I'm encouraged. I'm excited to see how it shakes out.
I went from very happy to very angry.
That's what happens when you're a fan of Philadelphia.
So tonight's a wash. They're gonna lose. It's 9-1 or whatever. But we had some other really important things happen in this city over the past couple days, and you know, I don't know if you know this or not, but Jalen Rager caught a deep ball from Hertz in practice, and it was legendary. Apparently,
I'm still sick of him.
So am I.
Stop fucking clapping back at people that are giving you shit.
How's he subtweeting John Clark?
Well, I don't know if we agree here, but John Clark's a D-bag.
I'm indifferent. I don't have an opinion on John Clark. I could care less about him. You know, just like he care less about me.
That's what you think.
Oh, yeah, he's out there fucking caring. But look, Jalen Rager needs to get his head out of his ass, dude. I was giving him the benefit of the doubt a little bit extra because I felt like he improved at the end of last year. I really did.
Yeah, I agree.
And, you know, I felt bad for him because of that shit that happened with his buddy over the summer. And like people were assholes. Here we are, and he's doing the same old bullshit. Like you can't go on Twitter. Like if you're a professional athlete and you decide to go on Twitter, you have to have a certain mindset.
Or like BKD, his Twitter's funny as shit. He just roasts everyone.
Exactly. Like if you're just gonna drop dimes on people, that's great, and everybody's here for it. But you can't go on Twitter with the idea that you're going to defend yourself or fight everyone who says something bad about you because, like, you can't. It's impossible for these guys. And you can't subtweet fucking John Clark and say, you know, stop with this cap shit because he tweeted that you dropped another ball. And what's hilarious is the guy who tweeted about Jalen Rager's deep ball catch, John Clark.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Wow. How much of that was
hilarious.
did
It's
John
hilarious.
Clark feel threatened?
Oh yeah, threatened by what?
5'2", starting wide receiver from TCU.
I don't know if he's starting anywhere. Yeah, no. What are you excited about?
I'm excited about.
You came in here guns blazing about football. So what do you want? What do you got?
Oh, I think this is it, man. Not Super Bowl, but I think they're gonna have a good year, man. I feel it in my bones. My crystals and my chakra are aligned.
Oh my god. That's all you're gonna say? You don't have any details?
Well, I have details.
You gonna make any hot takes? You gonna call anything like interesting?
It's too soon. It's too soon for me. Although, I think, how many rushing? Do we know how many rushing yards Hurts had last year? Whatever it is, I think it's under. I really do. I think he's gonna have to use.
Yeah, we talked about that last week a bunch.
Yeah,
right?
I still think it's like kind of a bold statement though, because people are gonna be like, no, you know what I mean? Because he's a runner.
Oh, if you think he's gonna run more this year than last year, then you're just a weirdo.
But would it be would it be surprising? No, I mean I agree with you 100%. But I'm saying like, would it really surprise you? It wouldn't surprise me at all.
If he runs more this year than last year,
and if he does, then the Eagles probably have a losing record.
All right, so let's take this a little bit of a different angle, right? So like, is it possible for Hurts to lose this job this year?
No.
Okay. So there is no amount of suck that loses Hurts the starting job.
I take it back. 95% chance of not losing his job. 5% to lose.
So like, but what would have to happen though? That's what I'm trying to get at.
0-8.
0-8.
Yeah, I'm serious. Like 0-8 and some shitty ass shit. And who's the backup?
Minshew.
Yeah, I mean, what's he getting? You know.
Minshew's not that bad.
Yeah, but I mean, he's not like he's gonna. I mean, I guess they could go to Minshew.
You got one of the best wide receiver cores in the fucking NFL, according to many different places, not just my fan stupid ass saying it. And
Miles
you
Sanders
have a
looks
guy-
like he's got some pop.
And Miles Sanders is also another one that has to stay away from fucking social media because he's on there clapping about shit too.
Yeah, he's getting a grumpy Gus.
Don't be talking about me taking reps with the second team. What?
Well,
What the fuck? They're
it's
just
either you-
reporting.
If you did, you did.
Did you take reps with the second team? Yes. Okay.
Circle yes, follow flow chart.
Yeah, exactly. It's like the Glenn Rivers flow chart.
Yeah,
100%.
100%.
Just people are fucking asinine. But here's my thing with Minshew. I'm not saying that I don't want this to happen. I want Hurts to have the greatest year of all time and get paid $40 million a year next year. I don't fucking care how much they get paid.
Is that what
Whatever.
He's up?
I'm just like kind of guessing based on what Kyler Murray got and based on what.
No, I meant is he up next year? Like this is the last year?
Oh, I got you. I think he is. I think this is like the deal right here. Or he might have like an arbitration maybe or something if they do that in the NFL. I don't even know. How bad for Hurts to lose this job next year or this year. But you have a guy in Minshew who can hit receivers. So I think even if by the way, Hurts has 1 year left, but he won't play that year,
Yeah, he'll sit out.
Or he'll threaten them or whatever. So he'll have made $6 million through that year, and then
what the bad news is. If Hurts does ball out, has a great year, and they've come up short, NFC Championship, they got to pay him, right?
If he makes the NFC Championship game,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, dude, they got to pay him if they go 11 and whatever the number would. What is it? 7, 11 and 7.
So that's kind of like something to think about, right?
If they go 11 and 7 and win a playoff game, they got to pay him. If they go 10 and 8 and make the playoffs and barely lose the wild card game, they got to pay him. If they go 10 and 8 and they get destroyed in the wild card game, then I think it depends on how well he did in the season.
So why do they have to pay him? Are you saying off the fan base standpoint, or like Hurts that's what he's going to command?
Well, no, I think everyone's talking about it, right? Like everyone knows that the last year of your contract in the NFL is bullshit. Like you don't ride a contract out in the NFL. You just don't. So I think what everybody's talking about is if he has a successful year and he knows that, then going into next year, he's going to be a holdout or he's going to be whatever. And they might not even want to bridge that. They might not want to even put him in that situation. And then they're either got to ditch him or they got to, well, not ditch him. They would be able to like have him on the bench, I guess, if they wanted to keep him around. But then they would draft a quarterback. So I think that's why everybody's saying it. And Kyler Murray, I looked up his contract. It's all weird because it's like they got it all shifted around because of the salary cap. But basically, he's getting paid like $39 million a year.
Same quarterback, you could argue. Murray's got a better arm, I think, from what we've seen.
Mm-hmm. I can't stand Kyler Murray.
Yeah, I don't really love him either.
Yeah,
I don't know. I mean, like as an Eagles fan, I want him to be the best version of himself, and then, sign him, and then he does really well for the next 5 years or whatever the contract might be.
Yeah, and I mean, I listened to him on a podcast. I listened to him on not a podcast, on the WIP interview the other day, and I said 11 and 7, and that's definitely wrong. Jason's like, there's 17 games, idiot. He didn't say idiot. He was nicer than that. So yeah, 11 and 6. It fucks me up, man, with that extra game. I get all weird. I forget. I know there's 18 weeks, and then they only play 17, and it used to be 16, and it's stupid.
What the fuck was that? Did you
What?
just tangent with yourself?
Maybe. What? What?
Yeah, you absolutely like.
What No, I was reading the chat. I was reading the YouTube chat,
Oh my
and
god.
and Jason was like, "There's 17 games," and then it made me go on the
A
thought process.
tangent by yourself. It was very weird, but I'm here for it. Oh, I
Not,
wanted to talk about
I
oh
didn't
my
even
neck.
finish my thought. I had something going, and I don't even know what it was.
Well, I wanted to talk to you about what I said I disagreed with you on.
Yeah, so we're in the NFL now, so let's go.
Okay. So what did you say?
I said the NFL needs to get their shit together because, they suspended Josh Gordon basically like for like 2 seasons for having weed, and they suspended Calvin Ridley for an entire season for making a whatever dollar bet, and they suspended Deshaun Watson for 6 games as of right now.
Hmm. Okay. So what the media wants you to think?
And I understand by the letter. First of all, before no, you go first. Go ahead.
It was much more than just weed for Josh Gordon. He had like pills, he had other insane substance, and the only thing that really came out was weed, right?
Okay.
So to me, I mean, those feel justified if you can't get your shit together. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So yeah, if it was just weed, probably, right? Who gives a shit? But like if you're taking like Percocets and doing cocaine, and they're like, "Yo, you got a drug problem, dude," and he's like, "Nah, I'm good." So the Josh Gordon one, I understand fully, and I get the Calvin Ridley one, and people are gonna be like, "It's bullshit," and I hear you. But if you don't crack the whip and absolutely, you know, hammer this punishment, you're gonna have too many other people. Listen, if it's like a game suspension, people would just risk it. Who gives a shit, right?
I don't agree with that.
I think you have to
You
set the
think hold
mark.
on. So you think that like these dudes get paid a lot of money, man. Think about how much money they are giving up to risk a 1 game suspension, and you're saying they wouldn't care? Like most of these guys would lose over $1 million because they placed a bet.
What if you're gambling for much more? When you have that much money, your units are a little larger than
I mean,
ours.
you're gonna gamble for more than $1 million on 1 game?
Dave Portnoy does, and he's
No, he does not. Not $1 million.
all I'm saying is that if they don't throw the book at him and they don't hammer him solid,
Okay.
hammer him shut,
Okay.
you're gonna have too many other people doing the shit.
So why can't you say the same thing for Deshaun Watson?
What? Oh, that is a fucking mess. And
No,
it's
no. So why can't you say the same for Deshaun Watson? Because like if you want to throw the book at him, it's the first time. This is unprecedented.
no. It's maybe for him. Oh, are you talking about like massage, or are you talking about sexual
I'm
assault?
talking about the fucking quantity.
No. I agree, but the NFL butchered this many years ago when they didn't do it the first time, and that's where gambling's gonna go, and they know that, bro. There's no reason that Robert Kraft.
It's a problem, but dude, it's such a problem that is now coming to light even more now that like you take a stand on gambling, but you don't take a stand on abuse.
No one's arguing that, and he's
Like that's
definitely
a
under
problem.
he's under suspended. But Roger Goodell, they fucked it up. Whenever I don't remember what the first big one was, you know what I mean? But they didn't do enough there, and like Robert Kraft, he's getting hand jobs. He got what, like an hour suspension? They've never they've never done this right. And I'm not saying what Deshaun Watson did was disgusting, but it's on par with everything that we know that they do with sexual assault.
I just I feel like if you're gonna go the route of making an example of someone, then you have to pick a time to do that. And I feel like when you have a guy who has 25 lawsuits for the same thing, that's the time.
Yeah, but his lawyers could just easily say like, here's the list of all these NFL players that did the same thing, if not worse than my client, and they only got suspended for this many games, and they would win in a fight like that in a courtroom.
Mm. I mean, you're not wrong. I just don't like it. It's just,
I agree, it's a fucking problem, but like the NFL did this to themselves, and just like this Stephen Ross suspension, right? Oh, we found him guilty of tampering with Tom Brady. We found him guilty of
Yeah.
tampering with Sean Payton. But the
Yeah.
one thing that would ruin the NFL would be, a team tanking, right?
Oh, he's not guilty of that.
Exactly. So the NFL has always been fucked up and crooked. They always do Deflategate. Should
Yeah.
Tom Brady have been suspended 4 games for that? 4.
I don't know. Like what? Like that's the thing. Like what is the penalty? And like the NFL crosses into some weird shit, man, because they have
You mean
like
like
this,
an owner getting jerked off?
well, I mean, the shit that goes on with some of these owners is absolutely ridiculous.
The good old boys club.
It is, and it's fucked up. It's fucking bullshit. And they need to start calling them out, but they don't have any balls because the NFL is fucking hogtied by them. So
Yeah.
what are you gonna do? But this whole Watson thing, like, I just feel like this was the chance that they had to make an example, and they had this judge literally go through the info, like all the shit, and this is the highest suspension ever for something of this type of thing. And one of the other issues is the way that the verbiage they use when they talk about it. Like, what's a nonviolent sexual assault?
Oh, okay. So it's when you don't punch your fucking girl after you have sex with them.
Okay, well, like, that's bad terminology. Like, they're all violent.
True.
Yeah, I mean, he's fucking people up. I mean, like, it's just bad. Like, I read the whole court decision, and some of the shit in there is like skeeve, dudes, to like the 10th level. It's not cool. And like, something else that blew my mind. Fucking Mike sent me this today or the other day. I don't know what it was. But did you hear who chimed in on the whole Deshaun Watson thing?
No.
Ben Roethlisberger.
What did he say?
Hold on a second. Do you remember?
Oh, I
Ben-
know.
Ben
I know.
Ben Roethlisberger's situation?
Burger.
Okay. Now, that was unfounded, right? And he wasn't like convicted of anything.
Oh, what did
right?
Ben say? What did Ben say? Spill the
Deshaun,
tea.
quote, and this is from Bleacher, so I'm convinced that it's not fake. Quote, Deshaun Watson should be banned from the NFL for life. You can't have sexual predators being the face of your league. Are you fucking serious, dude?
That's incredible. Oh my god.
What mountain did you scream that from?
Why
Like-
didn't his PR person take his phone from him? You can't say that. You can't say that when you're Donald Trump walking around.
Right? That's I don't even know like where to go with that.
I'm honestly, for the first time in 50 some episodes, I'm full blown shocked that is a real quote.
Look,
Oh my, Deshaun banned for life. Oh.
banned for life. You can't have sexual predators being the face of your league.
Make it stop. Make it make sense.
I mean, that's like OJ coming out and saying something about.
And this is my whole argument about, like, this is why the Deshaun Watson suspension is what it is. It's because there's no fucking line of stand. You have a guy that is accused of many bad acts, and he's coming out and saying something. Can't have that. You can't have it.
I don't even know I don't even know where to go with that. Like, I mean, Big Ben, like I vaguely remember what happened with that whole situation. I feel like it was
He was like at a college town or something, and he took a chick in the bathroom or something.
yeah.
It's. I mean, I don't know what's worse, having 25 massage therapists touch your wiener or what he did. They're all pretty bad.
It's pretty bad. And
Yeah.
like he would like so going back to the Deshaun Watson thing, he would like, and I don't really want to go talk about too much because this fucking creeps me out, but he would like choose to have like a small towel on his dick instead of like a sheet or
Oh
something.
yeah, you know what the funniest thing was, and when I saw this video, I was like, yo, Deshaun Watson is diabolically horny. This
Right.
man can't control himself. He had the porn star Mia Khalifa
Oh, I
at his
remember.
house, and she was dressed in like bra and panties and shit, and he has her dunking on basketball.
Like in
Like
his face.
you can't, bro. That video can't get out. You're a creep.
Huge creep. Super
Oh
creep.
my god.
So a 6-game suspension. Literally when you Google Ben Roethlisberger and you see headlines like "Inside the Dark Past of Steelers Quarterback Ben Roethlisberger," or "Steelers Ben Roethlisberger a rapist?" Sexual assault accusations steal away Ben Roethlisberger's spotlight. Like, bro,
Ben Roethlisberger, a rapist?
question mark.
Who wrote these?
That was Bleacher Report.
Oh man.
Ben Roethlisberger probably shouldn't be in the Pro Football Hall of Fame, but he will anyway.
Yeah, I love that. I don't know, man. I don't know how they fix it. I don't know if they can fix it. I think it's so far fucking fucked up that they're not gonna be able to figure it out.
Almost what you need to do is you have to set a no tolerance policy on certain things.
Yeah, but what's the threshold of certain things?
You have to rely on criminal cases, and that's the problem.
Hmm.
That's the problem. Like, because listen, these guys have more money than fucking God now, and they get paid way too much to play a sport. Like, I understand that like it's like based on the amount of money the league takes in, and I get like the reason why quarterbacks now make 40 million versus like a couple years ago they made like 1 million. Like, I get it. But it's starting to get to the point now where it's like it's ridiculous money. And
How do you cap it?
these people come from no money, they get all this money and they do bad shit. And it's not like, I don't know if they are trying to do it. Like, I don't think they go into it like, yeah, I'm going to be the worst fucker ever when I get this money.
Nature versus nurture, man.
But like, it's got to, something has to change. And I think the only thing that would change it is a no, tolerance policy on shit.
Yeah, but the
The
problem
problem is they pay their way out of these cases.
yeah.
And when it's a he said she said situation and there's no physical evidence really, like there was no like rape or anything, like,
Should have kept them towels.
like, what do you do and how do you charge somebody? And like, it sucks. It fucking sucks. The justice system sucks too. But I ain't definitely not talking about that.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Literally. So we move on. We will talk more about the Eagles, I'm sure. But I don't think there's much to talk about as far as the Sixers. Nothing's really happened.
They said that they bought more land. They bought more space than what originally was shown for the stadium.
Oh, so they're telling everybody to shut the fuck up because they're gonna
Yeah.
build a parking garage, you idiots.
Yeah. So, can you imagine a parking garage after a game? No. Fucking thank
Dude,
you.
when I was younger, I went to a concert over in Camden, and I parked in that parking garage that was near.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
That was near the tweeter.
Yeah.
It was, and it probably took 4 hours to get out of that parking garage.
A parking garage? That's actually insane.
And the problem is, like, parking lots are horrible because they just take up a ton of space.
Well,
and it's
people are like this.
yeah, yes, and like you know, the only answer is public transit. It's the
Or
only answer
or don't move at all.
because it's already there.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Okay,
Don't
well,
break it if it ain't broke.
So why don't you just drive to the stadium, park your car where the lots already are, and then get on the Broad Street and take it up to the game?
That seems stupid. No, I mean I don't really care where they play, right? Like it doesn't really make me lose sleep at night, but I'm just saying
No.
it's a little shitty. That's all.
No, but it might make you lose sleep trying to get to the game.
Yeah, and leaving. The leaving's the problem.
Yeah.
The Flyers signed someone today.
I saw that. You want to expand?
You want to expand?
No, you go.
You go.
No.
McEwen? Is that how you say it? McEwen.
I would say McEwen and
McEwen.
800K.
918, I think.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I'm
Hey.
understating it.
Listen, it's a win for the fourth liners. I mean that he's a decent player. He doesn't move the needle.
No, that's not a bad signing. I mean, you need guys like you got to fill the roster.
Yeah, no, definitely. I feel that. And it's just, boy, do we got John Tortorella. Huh, huh. Stanley Cup or nothing. He's American born.
I need to see like something. I need to see something before like I can like even understand what the Flyers are going to be, because I said this to you last week. I think I have a trouble looking at the roster and saying, "Oh yeah, they're going to fucking lose 60 games." I can't do it.
Wow. Yeah, of course not, but it will happen.
Like I can't do it for multiple reasons, right? Because I kind of believe in Carter Hart.
Okay.
And when you look at like the core guys, like so by core I mean like maybe like 5 guys that you like can believe in, right? 5's not that bad. They're just not. They're just not elite. Like it wouldn't even surprise me if they made the playoffs.
Ugh.
I'm not kidding. I'm serious. But does it matter? Does it matter to be the 8th team?
No, it probably doesn't.
I don't know. I look at that roster and it doesn't feel like, doesn't feel like they're rolling the Phantoms out there. But
we're gonna find out.
We are. I don't know. It's sad. I think who sent that today? Was it Jake or was it you?
For what?
Oh yeah, I think it was Jake. He said every time he hears the word Flyers, like he gets sick to his stomach.
Yeah, it's like pretty good way to describe it at this point.
I feel that, man. Like I go on Twitter and like, thank God, because today was great. Because all I saw on Twitter today was like hot stove stuff and like, until the moves like happened, and then I saw a bunch of people bitching about it. But today was nice because I didn't have to hear people complaining about the Flyers. I didn't have to hear, I guess I should stop saying have to, because Twitter is pretty, self-inflicted.
Yeah, you can stop whenever you want.
Well, you could also unfollow people.
Nah. Who am I going to hate follow if I unfollow people?
Yeah, see, everybody needs a villain. And my villain is Raider Frank.
Fuck that guy. You guys still going at it?
No, we don't argue. We a little bit. Here and there. We have some friendly stuff back and forth. So
talking about my best friend.
I got some love from Terry Franconia today.
Nice, that's a good one.
Yeah, he's a good dude. Shout out Terry Franconia. And but no, I said there's my tweet. I said Moniak experience is over. Getting a viable 4th or 5th starter in return is great. Ohapi wasn't seeing the light of day in Philly for years, and we got an athletic outfielder in return who we control for 5 years. Like, that sums up the fucking trade deadline right there.
And all that matters. And
that's what matters. And it did move the needle. It really did. I think.
No, I agree with you. I think it's great, honestly.
So we have the bearded one coming to Philly. He'll be here, I think at Thursday. Did they play Thursday? I don't know. I think they're home. I think they're coming home. They're getting absolutely fucking face stomped today.
What's the score?
10-1.
Yeah, we don't need them.
They need to win tomorrow to try to split. But
Yeah.
they come home Thursday. They got 4 against the Nationals, and then 3 right after that against Miami. So like, if they can have a baller homestand right there, and take 5, like go 5-2.
You're there for it.
I'm here for that. 5-2 homestand, and they got the Mets. They got the Mets 7 times this month.
Yeah, they got to win a good amount of them.
So that's where it's at, man. You got anything else you want to throw into this flaming pile?
Yeah, this one's bad, huh?
I don't know. It was all right. We kind of waded our way through the shit for the most part.
I got nothing. But
So
good night, New York City. Yeah.
fuck New York City. We don't like it.
Trash cans.
We don't like those Met bastards. Did the Yankees come back and win?
Oh, look.
They were getting crushed. And I was like, I should live bet the Yankees because I have a feeling they're going to come back and win. And if they did, I'm going to be mad. It's 7-6 in the 9th. Oh, my God. I should have done it.
Should have done it.
Damn it. All right. Well, that's it. We're out of here for this week. I have no idea if we're recording next week. I'm on vacation.
Ooh, I want to take you to a paradise.
I don't even know if this place has Wi-Fi. It probably does. Everybody has Wi-Fi, right?
Oh, I have something for you before we sign off.
It's okay. What?
I just thought of it. So I grilled some steaks, and Chrissy was like, I want a filet mignon. And I was like, oh, of course you do. So I went with a New York strip, and I was going to ask you, what is your favorite cut of steak? It's tough.
It is tough. I normally would go. Oh man, you're making me pick. It's really hard. I think I would pick a ribeye. A very nicely cooked ribeye, done the right way, is fucking fantastic.
I like that call. That's a good one.
A nice marbly ribeye.
I think a Delmonico is good, right?
Yeah,
but
that's not real. Yeah, that's different.
Why?
Well, like what do you like about a Delmonico? That's not the same as like a ribeye.
Are they the same?
Like it's like they're similar though.
Huh. Well, I didn't know that, but
they look very similar. Like the ribeye is from the ribs, and the Delmonico I think is from like the back of the ribs. Like
that fat ass. But the number one steak, and it's not even close.
Yeah.
Is a strip.
No. Why?
Oh yeah.
Because you get both.
Yeah, I mean, I don't give a fuck what's in that. All I know is that you get that nice like fat layer off the edge on the one side, and that steak is perfectly cooked.
Yeah.
New York strip.
Yeah, New York strip because it like isn't it called like a New York strip? Is it like is there a reason for that?
There's got to be, right? Some fucking New Yorker cut it and found it one day.
Hey, look at this strip of beef. I don't even know how to do a New York
That sounded Australian as shit.
Look at this strip of beef.
Look at this shrimp on the barbecue.
I'm here in New York City.
Stupid.
I can't do. I don't think I could do a New York accent. I don't really. I'd have to listen
judging off of what you just did, I would actually tend to agree with you.
I have to listen to it a little bit before I could do it.
All right, here we go. I got the cuts, you little bitch.
All right.
I'm sticking.
I'm sticking.
Porterhouse.
No, porterhouse is like that gigantic one.
Yeah, no. I forgot about it. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
Hold on, let me see. Delmonico doesn't come up as like there's like
But isn't like a porterhouse the same thing as a T-bone? And a T-bone,
no.
yeah, I'm pretty sure.
All right, look. The
People-
ones that the ones that you are familiar with, like, you know, it's okay, it's sirloin, ribeye, porterhouse, New York strip, T-bone, and filet. Those are like the cuts, right?
Ribeye's the goat.
Dude, I love a strip.
Dry aged ribeye. You have not lived until you've had it.
You know,
know
I
what,
also
man?
like I also like a
Tomahawk-
good
tomahawk. Go
No, that's a
tomahawk.
waste of money. I also do love a good shit, I just had it. What is it? Oh, I do like a good flat iron.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I love a good flat iron.
flank steaks like flank steak is phenomenal.
Yeah.
Make some steak tacos. Go flank.
I mean, but nothing's better than the fucking beef brisket. Nothing. Give me all the brisket.
Just looking at a picture of a cow and like all
Yep,
the
and all the segments cut out.
That's so fucked up.
Oh, here we go. Sirloin. Oh, this is a good. How do I zoom in on a Mac? Fuck. This thing's too high
pinch, I
tech.
think. Listen,
Loin.
just pick one. Why are you going back and forth?
Nah, I told you, it's sirloin steak. I mean, New York. New York.
You can't even pick.
Yeah, I just did. It's New York.
Ribeye is the answer.
No, ribeye is the wrong answer. But I'll tell you what, filet is overrated, people.
Listen, man.
And I know that a good filet, like a really good filet, is like really fucking good.
You can't beat it.
I know, but I would honestly, right now, me and you, I'm taking the New York strip every time over a filet.
I can't say every time. Like I would.
You get more meat.
Yeah, but sometimes I don't want more meat though.
Oh, I always want more meat.
Sometimes I don't want some gigantic fucking hawk of meat. Like sometimes I only want the 6-ounce fucking fillet, and I want sides.
Wrong.
I don't need a
Wrong.
fucking 12-ounce cowboy sirloin or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, I love that. The bone sticking out of it. That's a tomahawk, right?
Tomahawk, yeah.
How much of that bone are you paying for?
I mean, hopefully none.
Yeah, all.
All right, we need to end this because people are going to stop listening to our podcast. So, listen, I don't know if I'm going to be here next week. I have no idea. No promises, okay? Because I don't know. I have to fucking figure out how to record and shit. I don't know. Maybe we'll just skip next week. I'm not sure. But either way, we will be back. And we will be talking Eagles football because
Preseason next week?
we have preseason fucking action starting this week.
Oh, is it?
Not the Eagles.
Of course not. It's never
With the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Las Vegas Raiders on Thursday night in the Hall of Fame game. And they've already said that what's his name's not playing
Who?
for the Jaguars.
Trevor Lawrence?
Yeah, he's not playing. And neither is Beathard either, Bethard, whatever, because he's coming off of an injury or something.
Fuck them. Football's back, baby, and I'm going to bed.
Hold on, before you go to bed, I wanted to find out when the Eagles' first one is. It's August 12th. So there will be, probably, because of next week's influx, there probably will be an Eagles preseason game before we come back. So, just, I'm just saying.
I'm just listen.
Eagles
And-
football is back, bitch.
End this shit.
All right. We love you guys. Thanks for listening. Thanks for sharing.
Peace.
Later, balls.
Come on down to Pants.
Come on, yo, buy some steak and